this government, as it were, has been able to achieve a lot in just 1 year. But beyond what has also been achieved, I'm going to enumerate in a short while from now, the government has also just spent 1 year in office, like you and I know. And the government came and met a very terrible situation on ground, which is not even peculiar to Nigeria. You will also agree with me that the whole world is in turmoil. Economic recessions that has translated into very poor investment in virtually all the sectors across the globe, occasioned by post-COVID crisis, which is yet to abate. And because there are so many problems around the world, hunger is not peculiar to Nigeria. Hunger is everywhere in the world. Inflation is not peculiar to Nigeria. Inflation is everywhere in the world. I want to tell you a story. I have a daughter who is in the university.
Very brief story.
Yes, very brief story. Who is in the university in Dubai. She got into the university like 3 years ago now. By the time she got into the university, I was paying like 2,500 dirhams for her accommodation. But within the space of just 3 years, as we speak today, I am almost paying 7,000 dirham for the same hostel that I was paying 2,500 dirhams for. Which means that inflation is everywhere in the world.
Right. Okay, very quickly. Frank Tete, well, Ene here is saying, look, what's happening in Nigeria is not peculiar to the country. The global headwinds, I mean, you cannot really divorce or keep Nigeria away from, the prevailing situation globally. But I'd like to get your response to that. And, of course, your assessment of today's protest. Do you think it has met the objective?
If you imagine that someone whose daughter is schooling in Dubai is telling you that Nigeria is good, and you want to think that that is the reality, I mean, she's completely out of touch. It's not my style, never to go personal in my conversations, but I cannot hide from that. I think that is a very poor example to make. Your child schooling in Dubai when we are talking about a number of Nigerians in the millions that hardly have bread to eat before they go to sleep. There is no doubt that the president has just stayed for 1 year, but in that 1 year so much has happened. It's as if the president was on a mission to increase the suffering and hardship of Nigerians foisted by the immediate past president, Muhammadu Buhari. But I also don't want to join the bandwagon of condemnation. So let's find a solution to the situation. And that's the reason why we take our time always to do what we are doing, to see, hoping that policymakers and implementers of government programs may get perspectives that will help them.
Unfortunately, this is the kind of people that these guys parade themselves as. And then, you see, if not be see finish, what did they do bad with person go the school for them? No disrespect meant for those of you in Dubai. What is Dubai known for? What level of education, right? Tech, Abi, how to turn the world, modernization. So, and you see how they talk, and you see this is at the set of people that just they continue. You are here defending the government, but you sent your daughter to go to school in Dubai. In Dubai, oh, not be India, not be US, in Dubai. And then you are saying it publicly. What to make the money for the house rent? What to make her increase? Exchange rate. Oh, okay. Not be exchange rate because say inflation dey everywhere. If not be see finish, you are going to pay 7,500 at the universities in Nigeria because you guys will not believe in the country in the first place. The country don't work back for now. You cannot stay. And so you are looking for how to, whatever it costs, you have hospital attention abroad, you have education abroad, you have houses, you bought houses abroad. Because you know that this, but you have to continually sing a message because that is where your meat check is coming from. And so as you are eating, you are investing in profitable businesses, profitable venture, and profitable investment for your children abroad. And then you think that is a way to selling Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And then somebody is going to sit here and say that is a point. Somebody said one time that if we truly want to have a country that works, let's tell all these people education should be compulsory, health assessment and treatment should be compulsory in Nigeria. They will fix all these things. or because you continue to have access. This one not see we want send pikin go na Dubai, want send your pikin go. You sent your child to go to Dubai. How many indigent Nigerians that have contributed their years to the growth of this country in public and private sectors can beat their chest to say they can even send their children to a vacation abroad alone, sending them to school now, even if it's not a small course. And then when we ask for better good for generality of people, a few persons who are privileged will tell you to shut up because they are privileged already. They'll tell you to shut up. What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. And then tomorrow you say you want to, we should have a conversation. Converse about what exactly. Let's tell ourselves the truth. These things are glaring in our eyes, but we are deceiving ourselves. Shame, shame, shame. If all of us chooses to speak based on the personal privileges that we have, we will not grow as a country. There is a time where you need to shift your interests and your privileges and ask, how does this thing overall benefit the general good? Nigerians are in serious dilemma. People are hungry. People cannot feed. They cannot even go to school. They cannot earn quality. They cannot. God. How much is a bag of meat? How much is rice? Let's assume that building a house and investing is even a luxury. Can't they be able to feed themselves first and feed their families? And then somebody will tell you that the inflation is everywhere in the world. On whose account? With Nigeria, an oil producing country, that we are promised for several years our refineries will be working with all the abundant mineral and natural resources, because what we have is they are just lazy leaders who are thinking just because of oil. Laziness will make them not think beyond anything. And then you're asking, what exactly are you investing? Every year we keep hearing these rhetorics of diversification of the economy. Have you ever seen a government proactively pushing for? The dependence is still on oil. That is the point we are raising. I'm out of here.